And good afternoon. Severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued, and very likely we could have more this afternoon as bad weather seems to be coming from the northern end, moving south into Lauderdale County, Newton County, and these areas. As we see what the National Weather Service has to offer, eastern Newton County and also southeastern Neshoba County until 4:30 is what we're getting from the National Weather Service. As we go to Meridian Honda radar, we're showing the scene to be, well, probably worse in areas that don't have a warning. As we'll look at this area right here coming out of south of Philadelphia is where the severe thunderstorm warning is, and will make its way into Newton County. But look what we've got coming from Kemper County. Now, at this point, there is no warning for Kemper or Lauderdale County, but just as intense thunderstorms as we see this on radar. Let's start where our warnings are issued, and then we'll move over to the east there into Lauderdale and Kemper County. As we turn on locations to show you exactly what we have this afternoon, we move into this area of Highway 15. This is going to be just north of Neshoba Baptist is where this is. As we look at this storm is going to be making its way to Greenland within half an hour, into Union within 16 minutes. So if you live within Union, be ready. This storm will be there. It's going to go right through the heart of Union. If you'll look at that, down where the Dollar General is, there near the four-way stop. Little Rock, you've got a storm headed your way as well. As we pull this up on the rural route, this is going to go through Rock Creek within 23 minutes, Willoughby within 24 minutes, and then within 30 minutes, making its way to Little Rock there. Now, again, this is some intense storm of what picking up on radar this afternoon. All this area of Highway 15 over to 19, over all the way over here to, this is going to be 492 that takes you right through here to Union. And just east of 19 there over to Talbot Enterprises. Not quite making it to 491, but we have some light showers there. The line is going to be just east of Talbot Enterprises where the thunderstorm warning is, up to Tucker Schools. Not quite making it to the Neshoba County Fairgrounds, but it does take in Linwood Baptist Church if you live in that area, and then west of Union all the way down, taking in Turkey Creek, and then right across here on 15 below Newton, back over to Hickory through Chunky, right to the Lauderdale County line is where the severe thunderstorm warning is. Now, let's look at what's occurring in Lauderdale County right here on the line of Newton County. This is Battlefield, Highway 19, these areas just to the west of the Piggly Wiggly, these areas here. We got a lot of rain coming down. New Providence, you'll have this within 26 minutes, and Duffy, you'll have this storm move in with you in 60 seconds. So be ready. It's pretty strong there. We have picked up several hail before we went live as I was studying the storm of what it was doing. A lot of hail with this. Now, let's go to southern Kemper County. Let's look all around here around DeKalb. Look at that rain. Up by the high school, over where the hospital, John C. Stennis Hospital. And we had a wreck reported here earlier, but authorities were not able to find it. It was supposed to be a wreck there with injuries, but no one was ever found. As we come down 39 south of here, now this kind of starts here at Kemper Lake, and then over to where we've got this here at Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department, coming down 39 into the city limits, and as far west 16 here. And doesn't quite, this is Townsend Road, doesn't quite make it. This will be at the top of where the wood yard is, right outside of DeKalb here. If you were to go down Sickanacci Hill to Townsend, you'll break free of it for a second there, and this will lead over to the Cowboy Church. As we come down 39, look at the lightning we're taking there in Kemper County. It's a lot of lightning striking. Now, this particular storm here is riding due south on 39 headed toward Meridian. It should be at Blackwater within 30 minutes as we back out. Here's Blackwater Baptist Church. It's going to be there within 30 minutes. As we glance across here at 493, all this area here where the coal plant is pouring. The worst has passed the volunteer fire department there at Damascus, moving on toward Lauderdale County, as I can hear it banging outside at this point. Trees are blowing. It's pretty strong out there. Wind everywhere. Now, as we get closer into Lauderdale County, let's look at this storm that's right across the line. This should be affecting Lizzie and Obadiah and then making it to Bailey within half an hour. And this is going to cut right across here where the North Lauderdale Water Association is there, and all along there where the fish is, Covington Fish Farms, that area there. If you're going to be on Sunshine Farm roads, be prepared for that. Just north of Chet's, this is fast approaching Jimmy Smith's road right at West Lauderdale Elementary. These areas here. Here's West Lauderdale Elementary. Here's the high school. So this is making its way up here where the old school was, right along in there. Martin. Y'all be prepared for that. We've had a couple lightning strikes that hit there about 2 minutes ago, right by the high school. So be prepared. This does have a lot of lightning as we move east over here across this. When we go past Daleville, right there at the Sam Dale Monument, boy, storms are coming across there. Topton, you'll have that in half an hour. And as we go here to the Ralph Morgan Rodeo, look at the rain that's just north of there when you cross into Kemper County. If you're going to be in that area headed north on 45, pull over at the Dollar General, stop there at the Cefco, whatever you can do just to wait that out a few moments. There's no sense in going across that. Now, Dalewood is starting to move into the northern end of the county. If you get out of here on Cuba Road, if you're going on toward Bama, it's going to be kind of rough there. So be careful in those areas, and this will make its way on out to the Wright Simmons store here just a little bit. That range north of there, but fastly approaching it. Now, already raining pretty hard out in the southeast area. I got several reports before we went live of this downtown area where it come across here and just flooded everything for a few minutes. Now, it's already moved here, and this is not the threat that is in northern Lauderdale County. This is a moderate shower, but be prepared, up here is worse. We're getting rain at Clarkdale High School, all out here around Mathis Peaches as we look at the big picture. But this northern end of this storm is where we've got to watch. And again, this will go until another 35 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning. Look at the hail now that is coming out of Neshoba County. So if you're watching in Neshoba County, you live in northern Newton County, be prepared. This is going to be a real big thunder boomer with a lot of lightning and possibly hail in your community. Dot telling us that power now is out in Neshoba County, in the community, Neshoba community. Let's see here. Thundering a lot. Joyce, how are you this afternoon? Jelly bean size hail, Christy Belk says. Now, Christy, what area do you live in there? Let's see here. Thanks from Meehan. Appreciate that, Jim. Thank you for watching there. Watching from Preston, Miss Helen Daniel. From House, Wallace, y'all be careful there at House. Now, let's pay close attention. These storms are really bad. But for any reason that if you're in DeKalb, Mississippi right now, or in Lauderdale County, and you're out at the Naval Base and wanting to go north, let's wait this out, or moving south. If you're in DeKalb, stay put. If you're at the Naval Air Station Meridian, stay put also. Let's look at this of what's going on here. This is Highway 39, and if you know these roads like I do, this is two-lane, curvy. All up by the fire tower in that area. It's easy to lose control of a vehicle. Wait this out. This is some of that hard rain where you can't see the hood emblem on the end of your car. Okay, I admit there's not many cars left with hood emblems, but they used to be. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This will be at Kipling within 14 minutes, Blackwater within 26 minutes as it makes its way on down. Let's turn those locations back on where you'll see where we are. Cowboy Church here. Here's West Kemper, 39. This is going to be in that area right here where the Fire Tower Road is. A lot of lightning with that. Just south. Now, it's good at Damascus now, but just south of the coal plant. Look at this. All of this headed directly through Blackwater and northern Lauderdale County. It wouldn't shock me a bit if Lauderdale County goes under a warning here in a little bit. Some strong, powerful rain coming with this, and all of it moving in to Lauderdale County, as you'll see this area here. As we got an update there on radar. Bright, lots of rain there. And what is this that we got there? Heat advisory in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. I want to make sure we've got that. But we've got at this point 1, 2, 3, 4 different storms with pretty heavy wind coming that way, and then a fifth that's moving out of Kemper County toward Lauderdale County. Now, as we go west to the Dixon area, let's move back over here. Look here. We don't want to leave anybody out here in southern Neshoba County because this is a very, very rough area. Not so bad at this moment at the Neshoba County Fairgrounds if you're still sitting on the porch. As I look out our studio window here, flooding. Barely see the wood line now, and I see lightning popping in the background, lightning up the sky there. But the hail that we've got here, and y'all be careful on this, Kitchener, Nelville, Dover, Prospect, you'll have this within a half an hour and a lot of hail involved with this. And this is right outside the warned area. Doesn't change the fact that we've got a lot of it, does it? No, it doesn't. Now, let's do this and turn on the hail factor for everybody else and see what else we've got here. We'll go to severe, move over here. Here's our hail path. And as that clicks on, we're showing some. This is the worst here where we have that hail pattern. We have had a little bit south of Philadelphia, a little bit northern Lauderdale there, southern Kemper, These areas here, this purple, is where we've been getting hail. A little bit there at 397, a little bit earlier. But again, this is the worst of the hail that we've got there. Chamberville, y'all could be getting a little hail also. Marion, there's a possibility of some coming there as well. If you look at that storm as it's just closing in on Lauderdale County. Now again, Kemper or Lauderdale is not under a warning at this point, but it sure is a lot of rain and storms coming down. Let's look at the wind. What is it doing? This is going to turn dark green. All this area north of Union, not quite into Philadelphia. It'll follow 15 up. Just to the east of the Neshoba County Fairgrounds, we had a good bit of wind. Now, as you get into northern Lauderdale, a little bit worse winds as we see this area right around the Ralph Morgan Rodeo. We got some strong winds coming through there. Some of that sideways wind blowing that. Back in up Highway 39 there to Blackwater, you're going to have this. Even up here to the coal plant, we've got a lot of wind there. We glance across here at Livingston, York, Alabama. Y'all are getting your rain. Epps, Alabama as well. A little bit more severe on the west of you into Mississippi side. Let's turn that off. Let's go back here. Severe, and turn off that damaging wind path there. All right, let's see here. Linda Jane, how are you? A lot of folks watching from DeKalb this afternoon. Sue, good evening. Michael joins us there. And it has it's dried out a good bit. People have been able to mow grass, and I think a lot of people did mow grass earlier. Now, keep in mind, we are under a severe weather threat, and this is what is happening. The National Weather Service issued this earlier this morning till about 7 p.m., so we're well in that scope of what the National Weather Service gave us from noon until 7. So we're at 4 o'clock, and that's what's happening now. Let's back out and get us a big picture here. What's going on? We got 2 rounds of hail now in Neshoba County, just east of Stark, Vegas, a little bit of rain, and west of Columbus Air Force Base. As we go down, you'll have to go through all this through Winston County, not bad, into Kemper County is where it picks up. And again, all of this making its way toward Newton and Lauderdale County as quickly as it can. We are showing some showers back over here at Grove Hill and Camden and the edge of Alabama if you're watching from there. Even Livingston getting some wet weather there at the lake, the university there. Let's move in on this. What is my phone telling me the radar wants to say? Let's see. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for East Central Community College. We knew that. Actually, we did not know that. I spoke too soon. We've got a double thunderstorm warning now for Newton County is what we've got. Let's look at this, of what they just put out on this. Severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30, 60-mile-an-hour winds with this, gusts of quarter-size hail. Damaging vehicles is expected, if you'll see this. Now, that's your first one. Yeah. Both of these are going to, if I'm reading this right, will run out at 4:30 this afternoon, as we'll see this. Now, let me back up to this lower portion here. Let's look at the 2 how it takes over here. This comes in out of Neshoba County, comes straight down just west of Turkey Creek, goes down to just below Newton, is going to be 4:30. Coming out of Neshoba County, this little edge here. Let's turn this off where you can see this better. This will work better if I turn the radar off to show you where the severe thunderstorm warning is. There's 2 here. If you'll see these gold lines, this comes across, and this will go right over to Decatur and take in Union and all of this area here. This will last until 5 o'clock. The hail is coming up on Union now and headed toward the Decatur area. So if you've got a car, anything that you don't want dented, now is the time to go move that. Let's turn that radar back on as you'll see that. That's where it is, Union. It's all around you. Anywhere in southern Neshoba County, horrible rain, as we'll see that. A double thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warning. This lower portion runs out in exactly 30 minutes. This upper portion here from Decatur northward to Union to the city limits of Philadelphia will run out at 5 o'clock. Now, we've got a good storm that's just to the east of there at the Lauderdale County line that will be at New Providence within 24 minutes. So if you're there along I-20 east of Chunky, coming up on there, Meehan, those areas there, y'all be ready. This is going to be a good storm to roll through the area there and rattle some windows, so to speak, as it makes its way in there. Dalewood, Nick says it just struck there. Power flickening in Dalewood as well. Van Zyverden, right over in there. That's going to be just to the west of Northeast High School. Van Zyverden